What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the Be Official Podcast. I'm your host, your guy, Payne837. Feels so good to be back again, man. Like, it really feels so good after it's been it hasn't been a while, but we just want to say thank you for the overwhelming support. I think, yeah, we have kept the consistency, but we have to double it up a little, you know? So next year, keep it locked. There's a lot of surprises next year, so better keep it locked. But thank you so much for joining me. I'm your host, Payne837, and today we are back again with the segment we call Behind the Song. And the song we are going to be going through today is titled Pole Pole, meaning slow, slow, slow. Easy does it. Easy does it. You know, produced by my main Fusa, all the way from Uganda, from Geek State Music, man. Shout out to did justice on this one, you know. So thank you so much. And yeah, it's a deep song, you know, and it comes from just like a very emotional place, you know, and it's not something that I tend to take for granted, especially when it comes to me pouring out my heart, because this is where everything resides for me, you know. My music is more like a gateway for me to just speak, and kind of like therapy again, because I tend to go through a lot of archives that will like really get me worn down, you know, and it really means a lot to me, you know. So Pole Pole is one of them. This song is special, very special. And along the lines, I have a strong feeling it would do damage. Like, it would do a lot. It will help a lot of people, and it will speak to a lot of hearts, because already I've received massive feedback from a lot of people, you know, and I can tell that it's still moving and it's still doing a lot of justice, you know. So we'll start with the verse. It starts with verse 1, and it goes like, when you left, see, life was tough. See, the rain poured out non-stop. See, I wish we could do this life, but you thought about you in a rush. So it just comes back to a place where, you know, there are people who have left our lives, you know. There are people I have left their lives, you know, and I've been broken before, and I've broken hearts before. So there are people you thought will be always there for you, you know, and time comes, you know. It's just life sometimes, you know. Feelings change, emotions change, you know. The I love yous tend to be things that just don't mean anything anymore, you know. So I think that's where these lines were meant, you know. It's like just realizing and being in a place where I'm just like, you know, recuperating and thinking about the words that these people or your partner told you in that moment, you know, and it's kind of rough, especially when you're in a place where you feel like you let me say, because love is all about dependency, not necessarily like depending too much on the other person, right? But being in a place where you know that you can run to somebody and they'll be there for you, you know. It's like being an emotional supporter, you know. So yeah, you never cared about us. I've been trying to repair this heart, because the love that I gave was much. Now you're gone, guess life moves on. So it's like, for somebody who's been in a place where, you know, you've been heartbroken, I guess you can relate, you know, because sometimes you feel like people who just wake up and just tell you it's not the same anymore. It's like sometimes they think about themselves a lot, kind of, you know. But again, you know, it's all a matter of perspective again. You know, people grow out of love sometimes, you know, and things change, you know. Seeing couples where their relationship was all good, But the moment they got married, things just don't seem to be the way they were, So feelings change, people change, but God remains the same. So you know where to put your heart. God remains the same. Yeah, then it goes now into the pre-chorus saying, Sembenali nawe, yenda panja pachi pale, nkani za mutima, nizovuta pole pole. So this is just me now, like, lamenting, kind of like, saying things out loud, like how I wish you were here with me, right? But, matters of the heart are complicated. So I'll take things very slow and I'll heal. The healing process is kind of slow too, So team and izovuta pole pole, So matters of the heart are complicated, man. They're really complicated. And that's the other thing again, never come in between people who are in love, man. Never. You'll be the monkey who will be on the status, So they're very complicated. Today people fight. Tomorrow you see them together, So pole pole, pole pole. Then now it goes down to the chorus now, like we fallen now, we lost now, crazy till this day. I still wish you should have been there. It's like now I'm in a place where I'm still like thinking, it's crazy till this day. I wish like you were still there, like, because there are a lot of things we shared in that moment. There's a lot of things that we said. There's a lot of things that we put to achieve together, and now everything is just like in shambles. It's like everything has just gone down. We've lost touch. We have completely fallen out now. So yeah. Verse 2 goes like, I'm singing to the master on stage, but I feel so alone, not to share. The applause and the wow was a phase. Memories got me stuck in a case. It's like now I'm at a stage where I'm achieving all these things, right? And I'm doing so many good things now, right? Like the things that you said we're going to do together, or the things that I told you, these are the things that I want to achieve. These are the things that I want to do with my life, right? And now I'm achieving them. And now we are lost. Now we are falling. I can't even share all these things now, So I'm completely like at a place where everything is just like, so I can't share everything that we said we would do, the things that I said I would do, Yeah. All the things I've achieved that we said, victories and defeats I can share. Now you're gone, but you're stuck in my way. But I wish you were here to stay. Yeah, just like the same things I was talking about, like where you have achieved, the victories, the defeats that you'd want to share with this person because you share so much together, and you can't, man, like you can't. They're just those people who, man, like you really shared so much in common. Like there was just so much in common that you thought you would get to a place where, like, okay, these are my ready to die, my soulmates, and that kind of stuff. It might be friendships, it might be relationships, it might be family, all these things, So it's just it's just a point where you realize and say, it is what it is by the end of the day, I can't force things. And just one other thing, like never force anything, never force anybody to stay, never force relationships, friendships, never force them, man. If you reach at the point where you're forcing things now, you will be hurt so badly because the other person is pulling, right? And you're busy holding, so you'll be hurt so badly. So let them go, man. Let them go. It is what it is, Time heals, so you can never forget, but definitely you will heal from all the pain, Set your mind focused right, love yourself right. That's the most important thing. Look out for yourself more. Then it goes back to the pre-chorus, then it goes back to the chorus, and that's the end of the song. So all in all I can say is that, we live life, and most of the times you face a lot of circumstances, you face a lot of all these things, right? So all you have to do is just love yourself more, love yourself a lot. Even in the relationships that you're in, they need to love yourself a lot. Don't be in a place where the other person is your source of happiness. Yes, they can be, right? But don't be at a place where if they go, then you're dead. If they go, then you're completely shattered, because just like I said, people change, God doesn't. So, and yourself, always be there for yourself. Most of us, one thing we do is neglect ourselves a lot. Neglect us, we disappoint ourselves a lot, we count ourselves out most of the times, and it's dangerous when you give so much power to one person who's able to destroy and at the same time amend you. So you need to be at a place where their happiness or whatever that they bring to the table, the so-called table, is just an addition from what you have already. So it's like your happiness and their happiness bound together brings something that is very great and something that's very attainable and sweet. So look out for yourself and love yourself more, man. Thank you so much. I've been your host, your guy, Payne837 in the building. And from here onwards, I'll say please smash that like button, smash that subscribe button wherever you're watching from. Leave me a comment, share, like, and let me know if you've heard the song. If you haven't, go on your favorite DSPs and go stream the song. Share it with a loved one too. Peace.